Hey guys, happy Sunday evening or kind of mid-afternoon. I wanted to go live here and say hello to everybody and just do a little hangout show, maybe catch some people that don't normally get a chance to do our live shows with us. And so welcome to the show. I hope you're all doing great and happy Sunday. I just want to do something real quick here, if I can do it. Nope. Let me try. I just realized my background is blue, so I want to make my background blue. Let me connect real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, that kind of matches the graphic a little bit better. So anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Tonight is your show. This is the show where you guys, you drive the show, whatever you guys want to talk about it. Also, I want to promote our show on Wednesday. Big show. We have Jeff Johns, of course, legendary producer, writer of things like Suicide Squad, Batman vs. Superman, head of Marvel, head of DC. They're going to be on our show Wednesday night along with Jason Fabok. Absolutely incredible show. So please make sure you join the Rogues as we, welcome our amazing guests. Cannot wait for that show. So definitely check it out on Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Anyway, please make sure you join us. Anyway, welcome to the show, like I said, and this is your show. So what do you guys want to talk about? Superman is here. Hello, all. This is a pleasant surprise. Hope you're doing well, Chris. I'm doing great. I've actually been packaging up some things. I had a sale video this week. Been selling things like a couple of things that I have for sale. I've got a couple of Fabox. So I've been packaging up stuff because I've sold a few of them. But I do have a couple of still available. Great one with Spawn and Batman. Again, 9/8 Jason Fabok. Haven't shown you this yet, but I also have an Ivan Reyes original from Redcoat, the brand new series. So that's also up. If anybody's looking for some things to add to their collection, those are available. So anyway, I've been packaging up stuff this afternoon. So anyway, thanks everybody that's purchased things from that. Kay Wiley, Brotherhood member, thank you very much. Hey, everyone. Hope you're doing great. And again, I can't believe it's already Sunday evening, but here we go. It's almost Monday. Theodore S. in the house, another Brotherhood member. Thank you very much, Theodore. There he is, the man of the hour. Another cheeky Monday morning here in Australia. Hope you are well, Chris. Doing great. Again, I've just been busy kind of trying to organize the Batcave. I've been debating whether to order a very, very expensive piece of art today. An original piece that I have my eye on. And so I'm kind of, like I said, I'm trying to sell some things to kind of fund some other projects. So yeah, buy my stuff so I can make that decision a little bit easier because again, it's very expensive. And so I don't know if I'm going to do it yet or not, but we'll see. Mass Peanut. I love that name. Hey, from London, England. That's awesome. We were actually just talking about, future trips in England, specifically London. That area is one that we've never been. We've been to France, we've been to Switzerland, and we've been to Italy. And the UK is an area we have not been yet. So we were just talking about that earlier today. Love to visit there someday. Matt, hello from College Station, Texas. That's awesome. Where is College Station? We're actually getting ready to head down that way for spring break. So I'm not exactly sure where College Station is. Hey, from France. I just mentioned France. That's where my wife and I got engaged. Dark Hell's in the house. Theodore says, now things going forward, what's the focus in your collection? I see you're selling a few pieces off. Do you feel like the new space has made it harder to collect? At times, yes. I also think part of my problem is I feel like there's a kind of a statue dry spell right now. If there was a whole bunch of things on my pre-order list, I think I would get excited. But right now I think I've got like 5 or 6. And so what I'm finding is, and I had this conversation with my friend Matt Martin, who some of you know from MegaCon and Rogues. The thing about this original art thing that I've been getting into, like here's one. I don't know if you guys saw this one. This was an original Tony Daniel Bane that I just framed up. So this you can go and buy or commission, and you get them back pretty quickly. With statues, you have to wait a year or 2. And so sometimes, we've talked about it before, where sometimes you just feel the need to want to buy something. You just get that itch. In my family, it's Amazon, right? My wife or whoever, it's like, oh, I just want to get something. Well, you order something on Amazon. Of course, a lot of times that's a little bit cheaper than a $2,000 statue. Thank God. But I feel like with art right now, I don't know, it's definitely swaying my passion for sure. And it's surprising to me how much I like it. I just don't know how much I should spend because there's not a great resale value on original art. It's more of just something that you really want for yourself. But I do worry about that. Like, I feel like, CGC would be a better investment for sure. You can buy it and then sell it down the road. It's just but with original art, if I buy this Tony Daniel, let's say, so like I'm selling that Tony Daniel with Catwoman and Batman. Somebody bought it yesterday, and I still have the one with just Batman by himself still available if anybody's interested. But like, you have to be a fan of Tony Daniel, right? And that's a very specific audience. Whereas with CGCs, it's a little bit of a better investment, or these statues are somewhat of an investment. But with original art, I'm really struggling, especially when I'm talking about the money I'm wanting to spend. So I'm still the Batman statue collector. That's still my goal, is to collect more Batman statues. But the original art thing, that bug has definitely hit me hard. Kenneth Bird in the house. Hello to you. Hope you're having a great one, Kenneth. So happy to follow you, Chris, every time. Again, thank you very much. I really appreciate everybody that tunes in to hear what I have to say about stuff. I'm always amazed that again, you guys are just incredible. I can't thank you guys enough. Really incredible. Jeremy T, another Brotherhood member. Again, thanks to all of our members. You guys show up show after show. You support the channel. Just thank you guys for becoming a member. And if you're interested in being a member, you can hit the join button down below. It really does help support the channel very, very much. So again, I really appreciate all the members very, very much. I'm actually, I think I'm going to retool the membership thing a little bit and try to offer a little bit more, especially in terms of the bat box and things like that. So stay tuned if you're a member. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's still definitely a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure it out, but thank you. No she G, I think is how you say that. I hope. Evening to you. Hope you're having a great one. It's great to see you. Come to Wellington, New Zealand. Oh my God, what is that? Like a 24-hour flight? I would love to visit that part of the world, but man, getting me on a plane for that long, you would literally have to. Pardon my age here, but like, when they would give B.A. Baracus the milk to get him on a plane, that's exactly like I could do like 2-hour flights or 3-hour flights, but the thought of doing that kind of flight, you'd have to like shoot a lawn dart, like one of those, and put me out for sure. I agree. It seems there's been a statue dry spell. Things continue to go up in price, but high as expected. But even Sideshow has slowly creeped up. Now they are closing in on the $800 PF price. They are, without question. And so this stuff is expensive. But it's just, I think the companies just simply have slowed down. And some of the stuff that's interested me, like the Prime 1 pieces, they've slowed down their third scale. So I don't have very many on pre-order. I think I've got one third scale left from them. They're going to do the Hush Catwoman, which hopefully we'll see the Hush Catwoman revealed at the next level event. But the Prime 1 slowed down. I'm very excited about what Jay's doing. But again, we're 2 or 3 years out before we start seeing these villains in the collection. So again, I just feel like there's going to be a big dry spell, which I think again is why I am kind of replacing some of that excitement with some of the original art, which again, I absolutely love. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun going to these conventions. I'm planning on going to more conventions, hanging out with my friends, because it's just becoming a thing. It's becoming part of my journey, part of my life. And so I don't know. It's just where I'm at right now. Are you watching AEW Revolution? I have not ever bought an AEW pay-per-view. I don't watch weekly. I kind of catch up on AEW. I'm more of a WWE fan. But I believe tonight is Sting's last match. I've had a couple of opportunities to meet Sting in person. Of course, Steve Borden, fantastic person, wrestler, iconic. And so I'm hoping I at least catch the match on YouTube or something. What do you think about Hulkbuster from Queen Studio, Chris? I would like to buy this one, but I don't know about the size, how many pounds, and so on. That one I can't help you with because I don't know about the poundage and things like that. But I do think it's a really great piece. Hulkbuster typically has been a very popular statue. It also has really good resale value if you're ever interested in selling it. And so I think it's a good piece to invest in. And it's just a cool piece, if you are a fan of the movie pieces and Queen Studios, I feel like where they shine the most is with their Iron Studios pieces. I think that they do phenomenal work, and they continue to get better with their sculpts. I've got 2 Queen Studios pieces back here, my Joker and Batman, which I still love. They're just awesome. I knew what you meant. Great piece, absolutely. Kay says, random question, but you're the biggest Disney parks fan I know. Thank you. Any advice for an affordable Disney World trip? Trying to take my wife on a short 2 to 3 day trip this year without spending $4K. Well, number one, good luck. Disney, they price gouge like nobody's business. I'm actually getting ready to go back again in the next month or so with my family. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We're doing a 2 to 3 day trip. It's going to be short and sweet. It's going to be over a long weekend. And so the key is planning. You don't want to just show up. You might want to contact a travel agent that you do not have to pay them. It's free. They will book your Disney trip. You can do it yourself. There's a lot of affordable options. A lot of people, like what we did one year is we kind of stayed in like a condo. We stayed in a Verbo BRB type of thing, and we just rented a car and drove to Walt Disney World. We're annual pass holders. So if you are, you get free parking. If you're not, it used to be a lot more simple where you can just get on the bus and they would take you there. That's all gone. They took away all of that. So, typically if you're not going to rent a car, you're going to have to Uber from the airport. Okay. If you're going to stay on property, one that I recommend is Caribbean Beach. It's a really great kind of moderate. It's still expensive, but it's moderate in terms of Disney. It's also on the Skyliner, which then takes you right to Epcot. It takes you right to Hollywood Studios. It's a bus ride to Animal Kingdom. It's a bus ride over to the Magic Kingdom. But if your priority is Epcot and Hollywood Studios, Caribbean Beach is where we really like to stay. It's definitely become one of our sweet spots. If you're wanting to stay really expensive, like super expensive, I recommend the Polynesian over by Magic Kingdom. It's one of our favorites. Also, Bay Lake Tower or the Contemporary is awesome. If you're going to go super low budget on Disney property, you want to go maybe like Pop Century or the All Stars. Those are the rooms where if you're never going to be in the room, you know what I mean? It's just literally a place to lay your head. But plan ahead. You're going to want to plan as much as possible. If you want any sort of dining, you need to book right now. Usually you can book like 3 or 4 months out. I can't remember what it is. But if you just want to show up, you're not going to get a table unless you go to a quick service restaurant, which is like fast food, you mobile order and things like that. But I don't know. I can give you a million. I mean, I could literally talk about this stuff for hours and hours and hours, Kay. So I don't know if that helps any. But I don't want to bore everybody if you're not too into Disney stuff. Do you collect anything from the Dune franchise? Mr. Doug, I have not actually seen Dune. I still have not seen the first one or obviously the second one. I've heard the second one's really good. It's on my list to check out, but I do not collect anything from Dune. Any idea when Dan's new room tour will be up? Hopefully soon. I know he's been working hard. I know he's, well into the project, but I know he's keeping it really close to the vest. He hasn't even really showed me much. And so I think he just wants to surprise everybody. So I think it's going to be absolutely worth the wait. Also, he's promised us that he's going to do a couple of other reviews as well. Hopefully he'll do a MegaCon kind of haul video. I'd like to do that, but I know he's been really busy with work stuff. So I'm going to cut him a little bit of slack. Hey, Chris, have you seen the PCS half-scale Conan statue? Yeah, I'm actually going to do a hit or miss video on that. That particular piece, I believe, has caused some controversy this week with the community. But I think it looks really cool. It's a half-scale, so obviously the details on him, in my opinion, need to be pretty spot on. But I've got some things to say about that piece, and I will offer that for sure with my hit or miss this week. they've slowed down because the movies are flopped. Well, I mean, that's the thing is there's a lot of companies that have slowed down, especially with the superhero stuff. We're way out of the Marvel heyday with the Avengers and stuff. But I am excited about what they're doing with the Fantastic Four and eventually the X-Men. I think it'll bring it all back. Fingers crossed. Chris, is Tweeterhead sending you any of the new 1/3 bust protos to review before they are released? I hope so. I don't know for sure. I would assume Chad will want to do that and show them off to you guys. And he does appreciate this platform for what we bring to you guys in the community. So I would assume that Chad I'm sure we'll be working together somehow to do that. Again, it's just always such a great opportunity. And hopefully we can, maybe give some away as well. Which would be awesome. But yeah, fingers crossed. I'm hoping to get as many of those as we can to show you guys. Christopher Sanchez. Hey, Chris, greetings from San Diego. I love that place. What is the height on your shelves on the sides? Hold on, I'll measure. Sorry, the tape measure was in the other room. So from the floor, 44 inches. Yeah, 44 inches tall, guys. Is from the floor to the height here, 44 inches. Thomas, the statue collecting legend himself. Your worth epic is insane and inspiring, Chris. I don't know about that. I think I'm just a little bit crazy. I've got a little bit too much energy at times, and so I've got to keep going. But anyway, I appreciate that, Thomas. Thank you for the kind words. Really appreciate that. Any chance of getting CC3PO on to discuss art? A segment with her would make a great addition to the channel. Absolutely. We've actually had CC on before. I would love to have her on again. She does a lot of other channels, so I don't want to step on their toes, if that makes sense. But I would love to have her on anytime to talk about art. She's very knowledgeable. I had a chance to hang out with her for a little while, for about an hour. In San Diego this last past year for Comic-Con, and so I love CC. She's fantastic and incredibly knowledgeable. What do you think of the new Superman movie leaks? So apparently there's images that are not real of the suit. Really, they've only posted the Superman logo. Let me see here. Hold on. I think I have that. Hold on just a second. I've got stuff ready to go for Rogues, but I think I have that saved in here. Maybe I don't. Yeah, I thought I had the Superman logo, but I don't think I thought I saved it. I don't find it. Anyway, that's really all I've seen is that that emblem. So I'm excited about it. I hope it's good. What do you prefer about Joker from Prime One Studio or Joker from J&D Studio? Joker from Prime One for sure. I am not a fan of the J&D Studio Joker. At least the Heath Ledger one. Are you talking about the Heath Ledger one? I don't like that one from J&D. I feel like they've improved since then quite a bit with what they've done. But this one right here, and even the Queen Studios, he's down. I moved him down below, but I love those two over the J&D. Thanks, Chris. Been wanting to pick your brain about it, so I appreciate. Yeah, reach out to me if you want more information. I'll try to help you as best as I can. The problem with Disney is they're constantly changing what they did 5 years ago, what they did 3 years ago, what they did 2 years ago is completely different than what they're doing now. Again, they very much price gouge. They get people to spend way more money, and at times it's worth it because if you're only there for a couple of days, you want to spend the money. You want to make it worth your while. Otherwise, you're just standing in line and you don't get to ride much, or you don't get to eat much, or whatever, What is the next statue you're getting? Mine is Prime One Kong Battle Axe. That's a cool piece. Let me go into my Google Drive here. and see what's on the slab, so to speak. Let's see what we got. I just want to check my pre-orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got 6 pre-orders, guys. 6. That's it. 6. Joker in Batsuit from Prime One Studio. That should be my next one. Possibly Batman 89. Those are the ones that I'm looking at right now as I'm looking at the spreadsheet. So yeah, the Joker in Batsuit, that's a George Jimenez piece. And that is, I confirmed shipping. So that means it'll be shipping probably within the next couple weeks. And they'll probably get to me within the next month and a half or so. So yeah, those are the next couple pieces. Yeah, only 6. I can't believe it. I rescued a homeless black kitten at my workplace. That's awesome, Travis. That's cool. I like cats. Our cat passed away last year. And we haven't replaced that. We haven't replaced him at all. We have 2 dogs, but I like cats. Love the Shredder review. I don't collect turtles, but man, that's tempting. Man, Rylex maybe. I love that piece. Like it makes me want to get it. Like it is so well done. And again, I want to thank Joe for letting us review that for you guys and sending it to me and stuff. That was so cool. So I've already got it boxed up. As soon as I did the review, I boxed him right back up. And Joe's going to be out of town for a little while, so I'm going to wait to ship it until I get back from spring break. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for him and anybody that gets it. Like Aunt Adams nailed it. Like he gets it. I think it's awesome. John Connor, good evening, ladies and gents. Are you here to save the world, John Connor? I love it. Mr. Doug 41, don't you get some type of discount? You are responsible for a lot of these companies' sales. I don't. I don't get the discount. Sometime, I mean, that would be awesome. Statue companies, please. I would love that. I am an affiliate, which means that I get sometimes if people use the links, I get like a 2% back or something like that. Usually it's in like points or things like that. So, yeah, that's like the perks. I wish that, it'd be awesome if, and there has been some companies that have sent me free statues, and then I turn around and give those away. Like I just feel like that's the right thing to do. Like, I would rather give back like that. And so that's what I try to do. Like I've got a Beast Kingdom statue that I'm going to be giving away on Wednesday. Because they sent that to me for free. So I'd like to give that away. Usually I just ask people pay for shipping, but I would love a big discount. That'd be great. What's your favorite 1/3 Harley Quinn? Probably Arkham City, which is right here. I think she's fantastic, but I really like my new 52 Suicide Squad one as well. They're just so different. That's why I ended up keeping both. Hey, Lane Kramer's in the house. Hey, Chris, hope you're doing good. I checked with Ant. The Devastator statue from PCS is going to be 42 inches tall. What do you think price point might be, given their usual price points? I really can't speak on that at all, Lane, because I don't know anything about what would go in to make that. So I'm really sorry. Like I can't really offer any opinion on it just because it's that Devastator is so far out of my wheelhouse. What do you think? Let me know what you guys think in the chat. Let me know what you think about that Devastator piece and how much do you think it's going to be? So I really don't know. Have you thought about doing a live watch party with the Rogues? A watermark would get you around copyrights, and I'm sure that many others would love to hear your take on scenes on Batman movies. So like watch a Batman movie together. I don't know. Like if you do anything Warner Brothers, you get hit with a copyright strike. And so I don't know what that would do to the channel. I don't know if that would hurt us or not. Usually you just can't like monetize a video like that. You can't do that. So I don't know. Like I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be awesome. But I would have to like look into it, I guess. I just don't know the logistics of it. But I think the guys would like that. And girls. I think Susan would like too. Thanks, Chris. I will get Joker from Prime. Yeah, I'd say that's just the one I like. I mean, I love this one right here. I think it's really well done. It's done by Blitzway also, if you're looking. And I think I'll buy Hulkbuster 1/4 scale from Queen Studio. Yeah, I mean that's another. I just think it's awesome. I've not seen anything bad about that piece. We got Georgia in the house, always giving a thumbs up in every video. Thank you very much, Georgia. I really appreciate you very, very much. And if you guys would do me a favor, if you guys would hit the like button if you haven't done so, I think it's like maybe like right here. That really helps us out and helps other people find the live content. My pre-orders are getting pretty low as well. I'm still waiting for my LBS Hulk Premiere Edition. Great piece, by the way. Limit Studio Superman and Limit Batman. Again, those pieces are going to be insane. Man, can't wait to get them. Also considering the Sideshow Ivy PF. I highly recommend it. She's back here. I love that PF. I would recommend her to anybody, whether it's green or the flesh color. I don't think it really matters. I think they're both great. But man, Legendary Beast, that's going to be awesome. And I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see those busts. If you want to review them for us, I would love that. I would love that because I don't think I'm going to be getting them. I'm gonna, at this point, it's so far into the fall, I'm gonna now say June. Maybe. Ugh. The only thing that I think we might see for sure, I don't know. I think there's a good chance we might see the Del Auto 4th scale they teased. I think that the time might be right to do that one. Some of their shows that they've done recently, those sales shows, I think there's a chance we might see some of those like fully rendered. And I think there's a chance we might see that Joker on Throne and that Harley on Throne that they teased. I think that's a chance to see those. And I think we'll see the Hush Catwoman. Obviously, we'll see like more Jurassic Park and other licenses and stuff. But I think that Hush Catwoman, I think we'll finally see, I think. Again, I don't have any inside information. Yeah, I was going to say, definitely got to make a video for that. That'd be awesome. Chris, do you know anything on Sideshow's Batman versus Joker? It's been interesting. I really thought that would be one that we would see, pun intended, right off the bat. But for whatever reason, it's just not there yet. I would assume maybe we'll see more about that one, maybe around if they do Sideshow Con again, which I'm assuming they will. Would you be open to have a member be part of Rogue's Gallery once in a while to be part of the conversation? Absolutely, Eric. I've thought about doing what I might do first is I want to give members the opportunity just to be on like a chat with just me, and just do it kind of privately. And so I think I might do that first, and then at that point, I think it would be awesome to have some members. I think that would be a really cool perk, don't you think? To be able to come on every once in a while. So again, thank you to all of our members. You guys have been with me through and through. So I think that'd be awesome. I would love to do that for sure from time to time. That's a great idea. Thank you, Eric, for the suggestion. I appreciate you. Do you know? So there's a new Alien movie coming out, Alien Romulus. That means new statues. How popular are these statues? Do they sell out right away? I don't think anything sells out right away anymore unless the edition size is really low. But I think anything Aliens has been pretty popular. Anything Predator has been pretty popular. So yeah, I would assume that obviously Prime One will want to do a bunch of them, especially if the movie does well. I would assume. Other than the obvious, I'm a huge Alien fan. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say obviously that's awesome. Do you love Dune 2? Again, Stanley, I have not seen Dune 1. I'm a little bit behind the curve on that one for sure, but. Yeah, I definitely need to see Dune 1 and then see, obviously, Dune 2. I think it's going to be, again, I've heard Dune 2 is really good from everything I've heard. Do radio calls? Yeah, I was going to say do like a call in. I was going to say like all those radio shows, they always have somebody like censoring calls or like screening calls and stuff. And I don't know how that would go on something like this. But I think it would be cool. But I like Eric said earlier, I think it would just be more fun to have some members on here, being able to talk to you guys, and you wouldn't just be a name on the screen. You would actually be able to put a face behind a name, which I think would be cool. No, I never started a channel, but I'll see what I can do about reviewing them. So again, whether he wants to do a channel or not, or whether you want to if you want to do a guest review here on the channel, we do that a lot here on the channel. So again, if anybody ever wants to review anything, please reach out to me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. I would love to feature you guys because again, I love to feature stuff especially stuff that I don't get in. because not only do I like to watch them myself, but also I like to share with the community other things that you might be interested in. That's just not Batman. Batman is where my passion is, but I love this other stuff too. But I'm not going to review it because I just don't have the money to do it. If I had the money to buy everything, I would, but I can't do that. Kim is in the house, another Brotherhood member. Kim is awesome. Kim reached out on my sale video, so that's awesome. Thank you again, Kim. It should be shipping out tomorrow. I've got it ready to go, so thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely, Eric. Again, great idea. I always appreciate the idea because again, like what I try to do here is like come up with content for you guys on a daily, and that's not always easy to do. I always try to have like 4, 5, 6, 7 videos in the can ready to go. But there are times where I'm really struggling to like come up with something new for you guys because again, I don't want it to get, I don't want it to be boring. I don't want it to be stale, but I still want to provide you guys with something daily if possible. And when I start not doing daily, I do free. Like, what happened to Chris? Like, that's just something I like to do for you guys. I don't have any Blade Runner, just Batman, just Batman. So have you seen Dune 2, Kim? I'm curious if any of you have seen Dune 2, in the chat. Have any of you seen it? John says, any chance you would collab with one of the artists and release more merch? I'd love some cool graphic t-shirts, sweaters, etc. in support of the BSC. Well, thank you. Do you have anybody you'd recommend? Like I have my Spreadshirt shop, which has got the Rogues Gallery live shirt and the Batman Statue Collector logo shirt. It's down below somewhere. But if you have any advice, like again, it's just out of my wheelhouse. So yeah, I'd love to do collabs with anybody, really. I mean, I think it's fun. It's just it makes the community better. It makes the community bigger. I love it. Wow, Daniel Earl's $5 super chat. Thank you very much. And again, super chats, guys, they really help a lot. So thank you guys very much. You're the man, Chris. This is probably a question. What exactly does the Sideshow waitlist mean? Does it guarantee you get the statue at some point? So the waitlist is free, specifically with Sideshow. Okay. First of all, Daniel, thank you for the $5 super chat. That's going back into funding the Batcave, which I'm still paying off. So thank you very, very much. Again, I can't thank you guys enough for when you guys do that. So thank you. So the waitlist is where basically they have an allotment, right? Let's say they have 500 and they've sold 500 in pre-orders, but then 10 people cancel. Well, if you are on the wait list, those 10 people now have a shot of getting it, right? So I have jumped on the wait list many times. Again, it's free. I recommend it anytime that you might potentially want a statue. Even if you don't want it, you don't have to get it. So you're going to get an email potentially if they get one in and you're next on the list, they're going to say, hey, Daniel, this statue is available now. Would you like to get it? And you have a certain amount of time to do so. Okay. I don't know what that time limit is. I mean, it's not minutes, but it's like, maybe a day or so. Then you can buy it. You also have the option to not buy it. And then if you don't buy it, it just then goes to the next person on the list. Does that make sense? So it doesn't guarantee you're going to get it, but it gives you a shot at getting it. Does that make sense? Some companies, I think if you jump on their wait list, I think Prime 1 was like this, but if you jump on their wait list and it gets in, then you have to buy it. But with Sideshow, you have the option to buy it or not to buy it, but it gives you a chance at least. Hopefully that all made sense. I hope. Thank you again for the super chat. You're awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to see Dune. I hope it's good. Are you planning to watch GXK, the new Empire? I have no idea what that is. I haven't seen a preview. What is that? About Alien versus Predator statues from Prime 1, I think Celtic statue is not interesting because you don't have any head without biomass. I thought that was interesting that there wasn't a swap out on that one, was there? So that is interesting to me. But yeah, I mean, people have really liked those statues. They're massive. They're massive. Saw Dune 2 significantly better than Part 1. Excellent acting, good action, powerful themes. Not necessary to watch Part 1. Oh, now that's really interesting to me. or you wouldn't have to watch it. Not yet, but plan on seeing it. Okay, Kim. I have a feeling a t-shirt collab with Jim Lee or Dave. Yeah, good luck. I'm sure that Jim Lee is going to call me on the phone, be like, "Hey, Chris. Hey, Jim, what's up? Oh, you've heard of the Batman statue collector? Yeah, it's because I've told you when I've met you about me. Yeah, yep. And you were so impressed that you want to do collab. Oh, wait a minute, you want to send me a bunch of free commissions also of the Joker? Oh, the Joker? Sure, I would love that. That'd be fantastic. Yep. You want to do t-shirt designs? Okay. All right. Oh, David Finch. That's a great suggestion. Do you think you can like hook me up with David? And Fabok? Okay. Just Batman statue collector, t-shirts, merch, posters. Okay. All right. I'm in. All right. I'll talk to you later, Jim. Thanks. Bye. I'm sure that's exactly how it would go, right? I mean, how could it not go that way? Thanks, John. Am I the only person that liked Madam Web? I haven't seen that one either. I'm definitely needing to catch up on my movies. I haven't heard good things about Madam Web, so I did not go see it. Hats off to Sideshow there, coming up with some great ideas for statues and below 1,000. They've kept the price pretty decent. I mean, it's definitely, like you guys said, it's creeping up there, $700, $800, depending on what you're getting. But I've still been incredibly impressed with what they're offering. And I like that they're kind of thinking outside the box. They've been doing that for a number of years with like their paint, the way they're doing like shadow and shimmer and some things, and like light highlights with paint. I think that's really cool. But I love what Sideshow's doing. I continue to be a big fan. Mr. Doug says, I love your collection. I'm jealous. Well, thank you very much. It's definitely been, like I said, this was a very expensive project for me to do. And again, like you guys being members, you guys being super chats, doing super chats, you guys just watching the videos has really helped. Very, very much just try to recoup some of this. And so I can't thank you guys enough for helping me realize my dream of making the space a reality. And it's not done yet. Like it's still a work in progress. And so I just can't thank you guys enough for your help and your support. Again, just tuning in every day means the world to me. Cola Man 22 says Dune is very good, well worth the ticket. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Thanks so much, mate. That makes total sense. I put myself on the wait list for the Sideshow Captain America PF, so fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm just, sometimes it takes a while to come in. But yeah, just jump on that wait list. I definitely recommend it. Thanks again, Daniel, for the super chat. Monty, hi, Chris. If you had one statue company you would buy from that would be it, I think is what you mean, that would it be. My top three are J&D, Prime One, Sideshow. I think for me, it would be Prime One. They're the ones that just make the statues that I love the most. Like I love the third scales. That very well might change with Legendary Beast, depending on what Jay puts out with his villains. I know he's very excited about what they're going to do. I've been able to see some renders myself, and I'm very excited. And so it might sway my mind a little bit. But like right now, I've loved. Specifically, I've loved Prime One, what they've done. I've loved what Sideshow. I love what Tweeterhead's doing. Queen and J&D are also really great. But I think Prime One would probably be my all-time favorite company. Godzilla versus Kong. Oh yeah, I have seen some stuff. I think that'll be cool. I haven't seen Godzilla versus Kong 1 yet, so again, I'm really behind. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get shunned here. Hey all, hi Chris, hey Frederick L, thanks for being here. It's great to see you tonight. Hope you're having a great Sunday or Monday morning wherever you are. Why can't statues be made of plastic instead of polystone? Would be lighter and less breakable. Stanley, there are companies that make those. They're usually not as liked. People like the feel of the heavier weight of it, and yes, that does add to the weight of shipping and everything else. But sometimes if you have like a statue in your hand or a PVC piece, the statue just feels like it's more valuable. And that might be silly, but I know that's just the way a lot of people feel. Brad says, again? I know. Well, whenever I have a break between stuff, I want to hang out with you guys, especially my friend like this guy right here. which hopefully, maybe, fingers crossed, I'll be able to hang out with him in person here about a month from now. That'll be awesome, just at least for a little bit. Ryan says, hello, everybody. Hope you are all having a great weekend. Same to you, Ryan. Again, I can't believe it's already the end of the weekend, but hope you have a great work week. And then we're going to be on spring break, so I'm really, really looking forward to having some time off. I saw Dune Part 2 on IMAX yesterday. It was pretty good. Seen it yet? No, I haven't seen it yet, Frederick. We were actually talking about it earlier. I've not seen Dune 1 either, so I'm glad to hear you liked it. Yeah, Chris, about Alien versus Predator statue. It's massive, but you need to buy the 3 for swap out any heads and arms and so on. That's why you already have the Jungle Hunter. I think it's enough, by the way. Yeah, again, I've thought all of those were really well done by Prime 1. Really well done. Just my opinion. Why won't a preacher work at an ice cream shop? They can't do Sundays. That needs to go. That needs to go in your shop. That needs to go on the wall somewhere. Hi, Chris. What do you think is the next Prime 1 sale? So I would assume that the next Prime 1 next level event would have been by now. But right now I'm maybe guessing June. So maybe there would be one in between. Prime 1's been kind of quiet. We've had some pre-orders go up, like the Poison Ivy. What do you guys think about that one? What do you think about the Poison Ivy on Throne? But I would imagine we'll probably get one soon, you would think. But I don't know. Brad is messing with me. But yeah, Shredder was boxed back up, and he's ready to go back to Joe. So no Shredder for me. All right. I'm sure you'll be getting a 1/3 Batman LBS statue, but curious which one. So the black one is coming to the Batcave. I love the blue one as well, but the black one's coming. And I will be getting the cave one. I love the cave one. That's a no-brainer for me. I love the look of it. So I'm in all the way with the deluxe version. I think it's fantastic. Really fantastic. I was lucky enough to work on my first Batman cover for DC last year. I'd love to do a collab for shirts or anything if you fancy it, Chris. Thank you for all the entertainment over the years. Daniel, that would be awesome. Absolutely awesome. Hit me up, thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. That'd be so cool. That'd be really cool. And it'd be awesome to have you on, right? Talk about your cover. That'd be really great. Just hit me up. Frederick L. Prime 1 is one of the best and expensive statue lines. I agree. I love what they do, but yeah, they're expensive and they're heavy. Kim's saying hi to Brad. Oh, hold on. We might have a little guest appearance here. Paste. Boom. Might have a little Delaney joining us. That'd be all right. I like it. It's great you are letting Joe temporarily borrow your shredder. That's grave and generosity to me. No, this guy right here, that guy owes all the credit in the world. Chris, do you know where we can buy 1/3 round shippers? There he is. There's the Delaney right there. How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Doing okay. I'm just killing some time, hanging out, chatting.
Excellent.
What are you up to?
Wow, I'm getting a major echo.
Really?
Funny.
Say, I don't hear any echo. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you from 30 seconds ago as well. Let me get out and I'll come back in.
Okay. Let's say it's so weird because we usually don't have any problems with that. Brown shippers, you're just gonna have to go to UPS store or somewhere. They're gonna have to do that. It's expensive, really expensive. That's why I always say keep the brown shipper, keep the styrofoam especially. But yeah, I would just go to the UPS store, someplace like that, and have them box it up for you. All right, any better?
That's way better. That was
okay.
A mistake. I still had my YouTube thing up, so.
Okay, I was going to say we don't usually have any sort of audio problems.
Yeah. Yep, having a very relaxing weekend.
Nice. I was going to say that was kind of what we're doing. My family is off. They're off playing golf right now, so I think they're on 18 right now, so they should be about done. But I don't go very often because I've got a bad back, so I don't play very often. But they're hanging out with my father-in-law. So
my wife is a singer in an Irish band, so she's up rehearsing today.
how long did I know that?
Probably not.
Okay, so how long has she been doing that?
Oh gosh, 20 years, something.
That's awesome.
And with St. Patty's Day coming up, they needed to do a little rehearsal.
That's really cool. Is there any like footage of this that I can go and watch?
Yeah, you could probably go on YouTube and look up Innisfree Irish Band, and you'd probably see some stuff with her.
Send me a link.
Oh, well.
Okay, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'd like to see that. That's really neat.
Yeah, it's fun.
I got to meet a singer in an Irish band. How cool is that?
How cool is that?
That's pretty great.
We'll send you a CD.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've just been boxing up stuff. I had that sale, so I've been boxing up some CGCs.
So did you sell any statues?
There's a couple people that are interested in Zatanna, but nobody's committed yet. Okay. They wanted to do like a split payment type thing, so I'm just kind of waiting to hear back.
Right.
But I sold some art and I sold some CGCs, but I didn't sell the cowls. I was kind of surprised. I thought people would really want that Batman cowl.
Oh yeah. Why are you selling that?
If I sell it, I sell it. If I don't, I don't. It's one of those type of things. But I don't know. I just feel like I don't really need the bus. I think I'd rather focus on the statues themselves. Okay. And I'm contemplating some expensive original pieces. So I'm like, it's just like, let's just take this funds and move it over to this fund.
Yeah, that's an expensive hobby you've taken up.
Yeah. I'm looking to spend not quite as much as I spent on the Joker page, but close to that kind of.
Ouch.
So, yeah, I know.
Okay. Good
luck with that. I know. It's expensive. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like I was saying earlier, I was talking to Matt about how he called me yesterday. Mm-hmm. And with art, you can find it and get it quick. It's kind of like you're on the hunt for something. And whenever you see something that you really like I see thousands of images a day that I'm not interested in at all. That's Batman related. But then when you find that one, you're like, oh, I really like this. This would look really cool on the wall. Yeah. And it's by an artist I really want something from. But then like Matt says, like you can order it and get it. You don't have to wait 2 years.
That's true.
And that's a problem. You know what I mean? That's a problem.
Instant gratification.
I guess. I was talking earlier, and you were definitely the one to talk about this too. Is like, and I think when we've talked about it before, but like the investment aspect of it, it's a lot better, in my opinion, to go and get CGCs and Golden Age and Silver Age because it's going to retain value. It's going to go up in value. It's going to be people are going to be interested. You would think in 20, 30 years to still buy this stuff. Yeah. Whereas with the original art, you have to be a fan of that artist. And so like I'm selling a couple of Tony Daniel pieces. I sold one yesterday. I've got one still available, but you have to be a Tony Daniel fan, most likely to want to buy that piece. Yeah. And so it's tough though. Like, and then especially like if you start getting into the covers and the splash pages and some of those pieces that are $10,000 and up, which I would not do. Mm-hmm. I just don't even know if that's a good investment. Like obviously there are people that are buying this stuff, and there are people that are spending $100,000 on some of these pieces of art.
Absolutely.
And so somebody must be buying them, but it's like, I just think that window of people buying them are probably pretty small.
I don't know. It's not a market that I keep up on, so I'm really not sure. People who were smart about it 20 years ago made a heck of a lot of money. Yeah. But entering in today, I don't really know. It's such a fluctuating market, and there's really no way to determine values. You can look at sales of similar items by the same artist, but you can't look at that particular piece unless it's changed hands multiple times and really know what it's worth.
Well, especially some of the stuff like where I've spent, like the Finch pieces, like those Finch headshots, they're $700 a piece.
Right.
And that's a lot of money, but like I am not in any way, shape, or form ever wanting to flip that. Like I'm just wanting pieces from him. Or some of these pieces that I've spent, you know, $200 or $300, $400 on, like those are just pieces like I just want something from artist X and artist Y. Something that's original that was done for me. But then when you start getting into some pages, like I've got that Two-Face page, like I just loved it. I love the art. And so like, again, I'm not thinking about that purchase as like, well, in 20 years, if I need to sell it, like I just love the art, but it's still a lot of money on the wall.
Right. That's for sure.
So it's tough. It's tough to, I don't know. Like I just like to look at it. Like and it is cool to think that it is a one of a kind. You know, that's a pretty cool thing. Whereas like you could buy this Punchline statue back here and there's, you know, 500 or whatever. But like knowing that you have the only one of that thing is pretty cool.
Well, it's kind of cool, like with Golden Age comics, to know that you have the top 1, 2, or 3 copies in the world.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But again, it's also peace of mind knowing that if you need to sell it, you could.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's also, so it's tough, but yeah, it's definitely a rabbit hole that I am definitely really deep in right now. But
so Superman in the chat's asking if my Captain Marvel PF is leaning. No, it is not leaning. If it was, you'd be seeing a video by Jeff about his leaning Captain Marvel PF.
That's right.
I get kind of loud when stuff like that happens. If you look back, there's a video about when my Electra leaned and how I initially had a problem with customer service with Sideshow and ended up going to a manager and they finally replaced it for me. So no, she's in the corner over there. She's hanging out next to Captain Picard and she's doing just fine.
Stanley wants to know if Jeff river dances.
I never talk about that.
Hey, Michael, it's great to see you. Chris, do you plan to make a new room tour soon? Your collection is so amazing. So I want to get some of the art fixed first. And like, that's the problem is I'm not going to have a lot of stuff moving around except maybe in the middle. And so I am kind of experimenting. I've obviously moved the busts in the middle and just kind of experimenting with what I want to do. But I'm sure there'll be more room tours coming.
I got one coming in the near future.
Oh, good. Glad to see it. So you've had some changes. Yeah, it's been a while.
I sold 20 statues last year. So yeah, I've got a lot of changes.
Isn't that crazy?
It shocked me when I did the math.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Chris should start a Batman art collector channel. I was gonna say it's just all part of this. I mean, this channel is an art collecting channel. That's basically what this is you know, it's whether it's physical art or flat art or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So Jeff, if I remember, that's the one you were referring to. Question: where are you going to display your original art? Forgive my ignorance, but it doesn't look like your bunker was designed with this in mind. No, it was not. I can absolutely put art behind the statues, which I don't want to do, but I've got an interior cove, and then I've also got this big wall back behind me, and I'm just trying to figure out exactly what I want to do. But I've got a lot of real estate, but like again, talking to Matt yesterday on the phone, he said at this point now you have to really be choosy. You have to really say, okay, if you're going to spend the money on these pieces, you have to A, really like the art, and then B, you have to consider the wall space, just like we have to do with the statues.
Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's like when you run out of space, you have to be real choosy and figure out, okay, well, which statue do I want more?
Yeah.
And so it's, I mean, I don't really feel like it's that much different.
Mm-hmm. How many pieces do you think you can fit in your available space for art?
So, I mean, like if you like, let's see. So like if I took this back wall and I didn't have any, if I took like the Alex Ross down,
and
I've got stuff like this size. So, I mean, this is 11 by 17, but it's obviously much bigger. I mean, I could frame this in a much smaller frame.
Right.
So if I did a number of these, I could probably fit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I could probably fit 15 of these.
Okay.
On that wall.
All right.
But I've got a lot of stuff like, you know, like this size.
Right.
That I also would want to put around this wall as well. So I'd like to make it look, I was talking with Dan earlier. It's like, you know, just whatever you do, just make it look cohesive, like make it look balanced as possible. So I've got room to work with, but at the same time, I would want to definitely be more selective on what I get.
So maybe you've got room for 20 pieces.
Yeah.
So no reason to buy more than 20 pieces.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's and again, instead of, especially if I get some like higher dollar items, to get the best version that I can get, so to speak. Like, so if it's I have some Sean Murphys. Well, I had that original Sean Murphy that he did for me, but then now I've got a little bit bigger piece, and if I'm gonna see him in Dallas, so if I can get a better piece that I like better than this, then I'm gonna sell this one and get that better piece.
What's been your experience so far with selling them? Has it been about the same as selling statues, or easier or harder?
I would say right now about the same. It just really depends. Like I have a couple of them on eBay, and I've got tons of interest, but not a buyer yet. So I think that I've got like 15 to 20 people watching an item at any one point. And so I think it's just a matter of timing. But I've been sitting on some of them, so it's definitely hard. I don't know if you could. I would assume that statues in general would sell quicker. But like the Zatanna, I've been selling for a month, and I still have her. She's boxed up and ready to go.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Great piece.
How much time? Oh, go ahead.
Did you ever get the regular version of Zatanna?
No, I was waiting to sell. I want to sell this one first.
Oh, right.
And so I didn't want to be stuck with two of them.
Yeah. Well, I think she's still 15% off at Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, I really thought, especially at that price, because I'm doing 1,150 for the deluxe, which I thought was a pretty good price, because she's what, $1,600 normally anyway.
Great price.
So I was kind of surprised she hasn't sold yet. But again, I had somebody really interested. They haven't responded back yet.
Yeah, ain't that always the way?
Yeah. How much time do you guys spend in your man caves? Have a feeling with just a chair in there, not a majority of your day? I spend probably, depending on the day. If I'm down here, I'll probably spend an hour or two down here, and I'm in this chair. Like, this is my, I don't have a couch. I don't have any, but I'm comfortable in this, because usually I'm watching the screen or working on editing or doing something. Although most of my editing, I do like 99% of my editing on my phone now.
Right.
For all my reviews and stuff. So it's just quicker and easier. But I don't know, how much time do you spend in there? I bet you probably spend more time than I do, because it's more of a living area.
Yeah, I spend a ton, because our TV is in here. And we do have a couch in here. So if I'm home, I'm usually in this room.
John Connor, is there a way to display art similar to CCs or CDCs? I like maybe standing upright on your lower display area. I've displayed mine on the wall using command strips. I don't know if people recommend that or not. I've had no problem doing that. But I know that there are some people that will put like wood strips and then put them, like DT had a great video of his closet that he did. I don't know if you saw that. There's companies like Red Wolf Collectibles that I promote here on the channel. They do like these plastic cases that you can put on the wall, and it's got magnets. So there's lots of things you could do with CDC or CGCs.
Well, no, he's asking if you can display your art kind of like a CGC is displayed. And could you do them like on your lower shelves that are empty back there? Could you have them like on some kind of easel or something, so that they're slightly tilted up, so they'd be a good viewable place?
I think that could be possible, especially for some of the smaller ones. Like if I've got stuff like this, it's maybe not a bad idea, because then that would maybe free up some space that would otherwise take up.
Right, because it doesn't seem like you're using those lower shelves.
Well, the idea is to, I've got some down there. You can see some down there.
Yeah.
But I just don't have a ton. And that was the goal, is to leave it open for as I get ones in.
Okay.
But like right now, I'd rather get the original art than spend the money on a CGC.
Right.
If that makes sense. Hold on just a second. I'm responding to my family. Let's see. Yeah, right. No more than 20 pieces. Okay, we've heard that before. I know how that goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to go to Chili's, apparently. Has Jeff pitched a movie to Jeff Johns? Well, that might be Wednesday.
No, I won't be pitching on the show. I don't think that's a very good idea, but it's good to make the connection.
Yeah, I would think that's
definitely. I have pitched, but not to Jeff Johns.
Yeah, well, there's you never say never.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. I'm nervous though. I'm nervous about the show. I hope it goes well.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
No problem.
What tips can you give me about boxing statues since I will move to a new place in a year, keeping all my boxes, and I've been buying statues, but I don't have the space for them at the moment. I hear that a ton. Like, I'm amazed by how many people have like 40 statues in storage that I'm like, I'm just waiting to display them. Like, oh my God, like just display them already. But the number one thing I recommend is to keep the shipper, keep the styrofoam, keep the art box, because it is designed for moving. If you move, if you sell, you're going to want that. Would you add anything to that? I can't stress that enough.
Well, I would just say, when you do box them up, be extremely careful, be extremely patient. I would recommend that if it's a company that gives you instructions, or if it's Sideshow where you have the videos, to use those in reverse order to disassemble your statue, because there are some statues like the Samurai Poison Ivy, where it's very important that you disassemble it in the correct order, or you're going to scratch something up like I did. So be really careful and patient in how you disassemble and box up your statues.
I also recommend too, if you are selling, be willing to do video chats, things like that. But also like here's the Zatanna. Like, take pictures, take pictures of what it looks like all boxed up, so then your person buying can see what it looks like, that all the pieces are there, all the parts are there. Take videos, do all that good stuff. I find that also is helpful if you're selling as well. Yeah. So yeah, my family wants me to go to dinner with them, so they're done, I guess. So I think,
all right, I'll take over. You leave. I'll finish. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, I was going to say, you can go as long as you want. That's fine. That's fine. Well, thanks for joining me. This was a lot of fun.
It was fun, for sure. Have a good time at dinner.
Absolutely. And for the 77 still watching, guys, please join us Wednesday night. Again, big name in the industry, Jeff Johns and Jason Fabok, both are phenomenal. Had a chance to go to dinner with them and talk with them during MegaCon. Incredible that they agreed to come on the show. So I'm really excited about Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be there. Jeff will be there, and the entire crew. Have your questions ready. They're going to be talking about their experience in the industry, experience with Batman and other things. But obviously their new project is Ghost Machine, which is really exciting what they're trying to do. And I think that there's going to be a lot of really exciting multimedia prospects here in the future for them. So they're going to come on and talk about it. So again, please join me and the team on Wednesday for Rogues Gallery Live. Otherwise, thank you. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for joining me for the last hour, and have a great work week, guys. We'll see you in the Batcave. Bye, everybody. Good night.